Hey guys, it's Gitso here, trying a new thing, AEK971 review. This will be my first gun review here on this channel, and well, ever. But, you know, wish me luck, let's go! Where do I start? Well, I'll start on a personal basis. First of all, the AEK971 and myself have a very close relationship, and we have had one for quite some time. It was my second favorite gun in Battlefield Bad Company 2, and I have many kills at medium, close and long range with it. Hell, I became quite proficient at picking people off from a distance with it. The iron sights were frankly amazing and never got in the way and obscured my vision, not even once, not even a little bit. Even though they weren't true to life, it's a game, and being a game, it's supposed to be about ease of use and fun, not, oh look, I have the most realistic iron sights ever made, ever rendered in any game engine, look at it, it's amazing, buy the game. No. This is a failure. It always fails. Look at the FAMAS, for example. In every Battlefield game, the FAMAS has the worst iron sights ever. It genuinely feels as if I'm trying to peep inside someone's butthole every time I go ADS. I mean, look at this shit. Every time I aim down sights, I'm expecting to see Narnia or some shit. But anyway, I digress. Bear with me a bit, I ramble. Somewhat. Back to the AK. In Battlefield 3, the AK never stood out to me. It never tickled my fancy. But for some reason, in Battlefield 4, it seems to have changed quite a bit. It's much more accurate, much less recoil, at least noticeable recoil, and most of the recoil that is there is either straight up or plainly straight down to visual recoil, which has no effect on where your bullets are actually going. The stats via SimThick goes as follows. The max damage is 25 and the minimum damage is 18. The drop off starts at 8 meters and ends at 55 meters. The fire rate is 900 RPM in fully auto and burst mode, though some weapons have a faster fire rate in burst mode. With the AEK, the fire rate remains at 900 RPM. The muzzle velocity is 580 meters a second, and cut that shit in half to 320 meters a second if you slap a suppressor on that bitch. The mag size is standard 30 plus 1 in the chamber. Its empty reload is 3.6 seconds and reload with a shot left in the chamber is 2.3 seconds. You have to be very mindful of the ammo in your mag, because going through that long ass animation in the middle of a gunfight will mean your demise. Its upward recoil is 0.38, its left recoil is 0.15, its recoil right is 0.4, and its recoil first shot multiplier is 3. And if you're thinking to yourself that 3 sounds really high, oh yes it is. Okay, now that we have all those stupid numbers out of the way, time to get down to my personal opinion. You know, what really matters. Me, personally. Many people say the AEK in this game is overpowered. But what does overpowered mean to you? Overpowered means to me, it means that for what it does, there is nothing else capable of doing it as well as it does, which is close range combat. Yet I'm constantly bested by people using guns not as good as the AEK on paper. Yet in Battlefield 4, there are things that are beyond your power. There's suppression, there's screen shake, there's random bullet deviation. Not suppression, random bullet deviation, we know that it's not part of the game engine. I'm speaking about the actual random bullet deviation that each gun has base deviation with. And all of these things add up to a massive envelope of uncertainty of, yes, I was shooting directly at that guy, yet he beat me with an AUG, which in close range near point blank should stand no chance against the AEK, yet he has beaten me and I am dead, and he has 50% health. These strange incidents happen and you're left scratching your head, but thus is Battlefield. The AEK, however, does its job and it does it well. For me, you need to kit it out in a specific way to be effective on the battlefield. I've heard many people say, oh, once you have your recoil comp down and your accuracy is above average, you can slap a heavy barrel and a stubby grip on anything and make it a laser beam. Bullshit. Put a heavy barrel on the AEK, and if you hit a barn while you're aiming at it from 2 feet away, I'll be surprised. You may hit it once, but that's about it. The people that speak of this speak of stats only. They have never used the AEK, they have never been under full suppression that doubles any gun's recoil, and no matter what attachments you have on it, it becomes unruly and uncontrollable to the point of you could literally shoot yourself in the foot if you're not careful. I dare anyone to put an AEK on and get suppressed by a support player and try to return fire. Heavy barrel AEK suppressed by an LMG. Go do it, I dare you. See how well it works out for you. The attachments I can suggest though are the muzzle brake and the angled foregrip. Angled foregrip will tame at least some of that full shot multiplier, that incredible 3 on that chart before. Yeah, it will cut that significantly down for you to help out a bit. And the muzzle brake, more of that upward recoil being reduced. Full shot multiplier reduce, then upward recoil reduce, makes the AEK feel a lot more tame. I shouldn't say tame, it's not tame, but it makes it a lot more usable, user friendly. And even when you're being suppressed, the recoil then becomes as such, it feels as if it has no attachments on it. It's not multiplied. The way I use the AEK is I never go full auto, always burst. At close range, bursts of about 5 rounds should be enough. At medium to long range, hell, if you could switch that bitch to single fire mode, it'll be much better. But medium range, a burst of 2 to 3 rounds, and it'll be quite accurate. A burst of 2 to 3 rounds from the AEK mid range will be almost laser beam like once you have your recoil comp down. So yeah, try that out. I can also suggest standing still, and what standing still does in the Battlefield engine is it reduces your cone of fire. Once you start strafing about and moving, your cone of fire opens out, and once you hold down that trigger, it reaches its maximum spread even faster. So stand still, pop and stop. Once you master these things, there is no weapon in this game that is supposed to out damage you at any range. Well, other than the Scar H and the FAMAS, that is. And maybe the CZ3A1. That gun, point blank, is a fucking beast. Given enough ammo, the FAMAS and the CZ3A1 can cut bitches in half. Like literally, I wouldn't be surprised. Avoiding going for super long impossible shots, I can actually get my accuracy up to from 20 to 30% accuracy at the end of a round. Remember, your sights play a very big role in your accuracy, and it's always preference, personal preference. Whichever sight fits you best, whichever feels best in your hands, is the one that's meant for you. Anyway guys, I'll see you in the next video, next review. I don't know, maybe I'll do something I dislike, since the first video was something I liked. Yeah, I'll do that. Anyway, see you guys next time.